Malaki po yung magiging niya. Malaki yung magiging implication. Unang-una, along the service delivery when it comes to improving yung access of our marginalized communities to basic services. That's one. Secondly, they would also have access to funding support for them to implement yung mga identified local needs and priorities which are responsive to sa prevailing local conditions. That's one. And I think it would probably help us also along certain level of transformation when it comes to governance, when it comes to accountability and transparency mechanisms. I think yun yung pwedeng maging malaking outcome when institutionalization of the CBP comes in. Yun po yung nakikita namin being the lead agency in implementing community-driven development program. Community-driven development program. This one, Alahi Seeds, KKB project.
Like parang we learn best practices galing sa mga grassroots rather than coming from the parang bottom-up na approach.
Yeah, this is actually one of the very important emerging concept of development planning. Diba? Impact studies have shown even the impact studies conducted by some of the research institutions or organizations, it was proven that community-driven development is really one of the best alternatives in doing or implementing development programs. So bottom-up, because of the features along participation and consultation involving different sectors of the community. Hopefully, yun naman ang ini-aim natin because of the democratic form of government that we have. That as much as possible, people should be consulted when it comes to things that would have salient impact in changing or improving their lives.
Sir, it looks like yung Western Visayas is one of the best implementers of the Alahi Seeds program.
Yes, Region 6 is among the regions with high impact projects at meron talaga siyang concrete or tangible outcomes in relation to the felt needs of recipient communities. Ang isang ano lang namin dyan is ang isang barometro namin, for example, if makita nyo yung isang high impact project, yung mga road projects, malaking bagay siya doon sa mga small farmers, malaking bagay siya doon sa mga local constituents, malaking bagay siya doon sa ating mga sa populasyon ng barangay, mga estudyante, the working age, and even yung business environment within the community. In short, nakaka-access sila. Na-access at nakaka-access sila doon sa mga external services na they should be enjoying. That's for everyone.
Sir, can we say that the region is one of the best examples ng successful na implementation ng CDD approach?
Yes, we are recognized for that. One of the indicators is that meron mga LGUs that they were able to adapt the process using the local funds. That's one. So, isang magandang namin yan, mga palatandaan because they're recognized and meron silang conscious effort of replicating what we have demonstrated and what we have started as far as Alahi Seeds implementation is concerned.
So we are now a model region.
Yeah, we have very good communities, we have very supportive local government units. In fact, until sa level ng provinces, because they're supporting, they're providing counterparts for those projects. Napakalaking tulong.
Anong kalaking tulong po, sir, sa mga LGUs sa pagkakaroon ng presence ng analysis na program?
Unang-una, we are providing grant funds for yung nabanggit ko kanina, for priority needs of local communities based on the analysis and based on the consultation at the community level. And malaking tulong siya sa LGU. Imagine this is a grant fund. LGUs are not paying us out of the grant. So purely, grant aid siya ni DSW sa kanila in addressing those local needs.
Sir, may NTFL CAC tayong ini-implement. Kung gagamitin natin yung approach ng CDD, malaking tulong ba yun para ma-improve yung implementation ng NTFL CAC?
Exactly. In fact, one of the modalities of Kalahi is the Pamana. In Pamana, we are targeting conflict-affected communities. And CDD works in conflict-affected communities based on our experience in the SW.
So you would like to know, sir, kung saan lugar dito sa region sa is na may malaking proyekto ng analysis?
Well, over the region, kasi we started way back 2003. Sabi ko nga kanina, we piloted the program in Concepcion. In Concepcion before, I think it's a 4 to 6 class municipality. But look this time. Check this time facts about Concepcion. Ano na sila. And it was even recognized by local officials. Malaking tulong sa Calahis in responding to the development challenges sa kanilang barangay. So lahat naman ng provinces ito, Negros, and the rest of Panay provinces, kasama yung Imaras.
So, follow up ko lang in relation sa question ko kanina about sa Pamana project. Kasi yung, like for example, sa mga areas na parang may mga umaayaw na mga contractors because malayo and have difficulty bringing their logistics at taas. Can this be implemented na lang through the Kalahi nga at na approach, sir?
Yeah, based on our experience, in fact, may mga areas na talagang mga tawag namin dyan geographically isolated and disadvantaged areas. It really worked. Ang key lang dito is involve the people in all decision-making processes and let them feel that the project is for them. And eventually, after implementing those projects, funded projects, that would improve the conditions that we have for yung current conditions ng communities. So with that, hindi mahirap sa amin. So, it's a tested technology, it's a tested strategy. Mag-GIDA man yan, mag-conflict affected community, as long as people are involved, hindi mahirap. So I'm talking of our experience. And I'm talking also the context of the SWP with the different programs that we have for community-based interventions like analysis.
Sir, baka pwede ka magbigay naman sir ng statement kasi di ba outside ng Kalahi, pwede okay lang sir.
Okay.
Sir, ano yung mga preparations natin sir? Kasi we understand na yung DSWD, siya may pinakamaraming mga projects like AIX, mga ganyan, ACAP and everything. But it's nearing the political season na ba sir? Ano yung advice ko natin sir sa mga tao na ano ba, may stoppage pa ng services or ano mangyayari?
Well, ang DSWD because we are, unang-una, we are the welfare arm of the Philippine government. And all programs and services, especially yung mga regular programs and services, yun naman po ay sinisiguro natin na ma-exempt, especially dun sa election fund with the upcoming elections. Tuloy-tuloy yung pagbibigay natin ng servisyo sa mga nangangailangan. So, it's not actually a big issue on the part of the SWP, but we are ensuring as much as possible to reach out, especially yung nangangailangan natin kababayan dito sa Region 6 in partnership with local government units kasi sila yung katulong natin. Sila yung katuwang natin, especially sa baba. Kasi kung titingnan nyo, ang DSWD ay hindi naman ganun kami kalaking organisasyon in terms of the manpower. But we need to work with our partner local government units.
Sir, allowed po ba, kailan hindi na pwedeng sumama yung mga candidates natin sa mga payouts, sir? May mga orientation or something like that?
Well, kami naman po ay merong internal policy. Meron kaming tinatawag na anti-EPAL policy. Pero ang aming ano naman dyan is kahit sino naman ay pwede mag-refer sa amin ng mga kahit kayo sa media, if you think meron kayong kakilanang nangangailangan ng tulong ng DSWD, you can also refer them to us for possible action and eventual assistance that we can extend subject to the assessment of our attending social workers.
Without passing through this politician? Kasi parang yung mindset ba na mas malaki, mas mabilis pag dumadaan ka sa mga politiko?
Ang amin naman po is palaging nire-remind kami ng aming butihing kalihim, si Secretary Gatchalian, that is subject to the assessment of our social workers. So, ayan po yung panuntunan ng DSWD. So, anybody can refer to us, politicians man or hindi, as long as sila ay nangangailangan at sila subject lang for further assessment.
So they can apply directly sa office din?
Yes po. Meron tayong mga strategic offices in every province. Yung tawag namin dyan yung mga social welfare and development offices, yung satellite offices na sa mga cities. Here in Iloilo, for example, sa GT Mall. And kung mga hospitals naman, may mga selected tertiary hospitals kami na may malasakit centers at meron kami dyan mga naka-detail na mga social workers ng DSWD.
Thank you, sir.